There we go. Hello, hello, hello. We are live. Hello, hello, hello. We are live. So
I would like to apologize on Heather's behalf. I could not find my teacup.
That's okay. That's why I have this cushion of time here. It's a good thing.
Because I wanted the giant one.
Oh, there you go. I have my Necro Cup from Necronomicon.
Yay!
At home. 2020 at home. There we go. Hi, Chalulu. How are you doing? I'm now in a weird mood, I guess.
I'm in an extremely weird mood.
I also just walked the dog for an hour, so in some brisk air, which is super nice for Florida, by the way. Hello.
Hello again, Newsies Online.
I don't know if I've ever seen you before. Welcome. I appear to have some new people there. No, that one showed. I don't know why the other one didn't show. Hello. Thank you for coming.
I like that picture. I like your profile picture, Rosie.
I had the. You saw the pores of my face.
That's what the Zoom in is for.
When you get a little older. Oh my.
So, my name is Charlie. I am a speculative fiction writer. I am currently torturing myself for NaNoWriMo in that I am both writing my first lit RPG book, which is fun, and I'm writing in first person, which I never do. So I gave myself a double challenge, writing in a new genre and in a new person that I don't usually do. And it's fine. It's fine. I do streams on my channel every Wednesday and Friday, and I am just happy to not have had my head explode today. So, yay!
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better, Charlie.
Me too.
D-Max. Okay, and breathe. Excuse me. My name is Heather Dewey Pettit, and let's see. I am a writer, editor, and artist. As a writer, I've done lots of writing over the years, but including nonfiction and newspapers and all of the above, just everything. But as a writer, for the most part, in the last couple of years, I've been working on a novel. I've been working on a young adult fantasy. And as an artist, I currently like working in gouache and watercolor, and I make cards and art with those. And I just started my first Etsy shop a couple weeks ago. And so I now I definitely have a few items there now. What did you start to say?
I said, and there was much rejoicing. I just hope that they're nicer to you, because when I started the Redbubble, I was excited. I was very, very happy about it. And then they were like, okay, we're not going to launch your channel until you have 5 items in here. And then they were just like, you're never going to have 5 items. It's launched.
So, yeah, I have, how funny, how ironic. I actually have 5 items in my So I just, was like, well, that's fine. It's fine. I'll just go ahead and sort of launch and put in everything in the description of this video. So, And looks like I have some more people. Hello, Christina. Yes, let's get creative.
I am actually, because for my Nano project this year, I'm actually also making the game that goes along with the book that I'm writing, because I want it to be playable as a tabletop role-playing game. So today, I'm actually going to be making player classes for the game. I'm not actually writing story words, but I get to count them because rebel.
Yeah, I'm also sort of a rebel too, because I really have to finish a project this week. So I guess I could include that in my word count. Why not? And then also my project. And you draw, Rosie? Yep. And yes, I'm also writing my first novel. So fun.
I have to say, I had up until earlier this year, I had 9 books in print. I took 2 down because I'm going to rewrite them and re-release them as part of a series, because they really should be part of a series. Don't be too hard on yourself on your first book. This is the mistake most writers make, and why they don't get to book 2. Write it to finished. Write till done. Make sure that you get all the words out that you can get out. It will become infinitely better in revision.
Yes.
So don't.
I've heard this a lot in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So.
The hardest part is getting to that finished draft. Just get to that finished draft. You can make it better from there.
Agreed.
Too many, especially for first-time writers, get into a cycle of trying to edit as they write, and thinking that the writing has to be perfect first time through. It will never be perfect the first time through. You will always have to do revisions. Yeah.
Early on. Yeah, early on I was doing that.
Yeah, it's very, very common.
I knew better than that, but whatever. Yeah, I'm such a multitasker. Paint, and let's see, you paint with acrylic and do digital art. Okay. Charlie does digital art.
Yep. I've also been known to paint, but I don't do it as much anymore.
I also really love photography. But I don't really have access to fancy camera equipment. But I somebody I recently met gave me a tripod over the weekend, so I now have a tripod. Yay!
If my weird selfies that I do on Instagram count as photography, then I do photography. Those start as pictures. They're always a picture at the beginning. They're generally not at the end, but they
could be, as a picture. Photography multimedia? I don't know if that's a thing.
Because I can't just point a picture.
It's digital art, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely
they're really neat.
Digital art, but
they're really neat, Charlie.
Thank you. I enjoy making them, and seeing people's reactions to them is always fun, because they're like, "Oh, you really do have a dark aesthetic, don't you?" I'm like, yes, thank you for noticing.
Probably more news. Yeah, because it's
today.
Tuesday, November 3rd.
A date that will hopefully not live in infamy.
Yeah. Oh boy. Plus, I was dreaming that day. I know where I was. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay, it's now 7:00. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this to my stream.
So anything in starting with a 15 or just jumping right in it?
I've been doing that a lot lately. We can do that. Start with 15. And if you have it, please go vote. Okay. Oh, that's right. That was my my bracelet.
There's my sticker.
There we go.
I almost just put it
Your
on my
sticker.
forehead.
There you go. Oh, okay.
Sticker on my forehead.
I heard you say something during. There you go. Is that what you printed off that you were telling us
No,
about?
I actually
Telling people
went
about in Meadows?
No, I actually went and voted in person because they made it really hard
Okay.
to get absentee ballots in my state. Because, but I can't remember the actual URL, but I'm sure if you just search Tonight Show voting, you can find it. Stephen Colbert and them actually put up a print your own sticker if you voted by mail. That way you can still have a sticker. So.
Hi, CB.
Because let's face it.
I bet.
We do it for the badges. We do everything for the badges. At least I do. I think that's why I'm still doing Nano this year, even though it makes absolutely no sense. I want the badges. I need the badges. Must have the badges.
Oh, this is going. Wait a minute. Fix this.
And that's the big thing is I have to write today because not only do I need to have the badges, I really like getting that 30-day I update it every day badge. So I need to write something, even if it's just a stupid sentence. I need to write something so I can update my word count.
Okay. I have not put anything on the page. I have not written. I've done some writing, but not my official Nano project. So.
Yeah, I've got the first 3 chapters done of the first of the hopefully 4 novellas I will write this month. I've got them done. I knew that I was not going to be in a headspace to be able to do a lot of writing today. So I have myself set up to do other things Nano related. I'm doing game stuff. So
sounds like fun. Okay. Well, why don't we go ahead and do this then? Charlie, would you like to give me a ready, set, go?
Sure. Don't forget to save your documents because the gremlins are all manner of crazy today. I actually watched as I was typing earlier today and my entire program kind of blipped a little bit and scared me and made me think that I had lost words, but it was fine. It was just weirdness. Save your documents, back them up, save them. And we are going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Let's get them words.
Okay. How did everybody do? What did everybody do? I finished my dinner and did a handful of piddly things, but hello, Stephanie. It's Mother. Charlie.
I was laughing because I just, for some reason, kept like clicking mute and wondering why my camera wasn't turning back on. Like, that doesn't affect the camera.
Yeah, that's. I was gonna say that's odd.
Alrighty, I actually got one new ability written up for one of the classes that I am writing. I like it. I think it's going to work, and but most of the second one written up. It took a long time because I was debating whether or not to use one of the pre-built abilities or to make a new one, and for it to do what I want it to do, I need to make a new one. So
Okay.
and that's what I did.
Other people have arrived, like Stephanie Whitson and Bonnie and Sid. Say back hello. Hello, everybody.
Me too, Sid. Me too.
Me
Twinsies.
three, as my younger brother used to say back in the day. We were having internet issues at our place today.
Hopefully, Bonnie, we will be doing a lot of sprints, and eventually I will actually get something done. That's my goal.
Oh, what did I miss? It jumped. Pretty well. That's good. 264 by Rosie. JLH. Our Archer is here and said, I listened to some music and wrote some words. I didn't write down a starting word count for this session, but I have over 1K for the day at least. That's nice.
I am having such a hard time. I like to write to music. Writing to music is what helps me get through. So far, I have only found one album that I can write this story to, and it's only like 23 minutes to listen to it from start to finish.
Okay.
So I'm desperately looking for music.
I understand. Newsies online says
That's
322. Awesome. Well, go ahead and lurk, Meadow, no worries. I understand.
Oh, you got a snuggle child. I have a doggy that if she had her druthers. Yeah, if my doggy had her druthers, we would be snuggling right now, but.
And Bonnie's at 397 today and 3,816 so far. Woo!
That's awesome.
Just started writing for today. Okay.
I'm a little over 5K in total for Nano.
I can see about getting into my Scrivener, but it's been my computer's been giving me issues if I try to get into Scrivener while I'm streaming, so I might have to wait.
Well, see, Bonnie,
but I can do other things. I can do productive things.
That's a really hard question, Bonnie, because normally I would call it's Zeal and Ardor's new most recent album, Wake of a Nation. And normally I would call their music black metal, but this one is kind of a class in and of itself. Like I don't know a lot of other bands that, one, sound like Zeal and Ardor, and two, I don't know anything that sounds quite like this album. Because it's almost, that's what I need to try. It's almost like early Rage Against the Machine, kinda. So maybe I should try some of their stuff. Ooh, Prophets of Rage. I need to try Prophets of Rage album. That might help. That might work.
Whatever works, right?
Well, I thought I knew the style of music that I needed for this thing, and I was wrong. I made a playlist. It's got like 200 songs on it that I thought would work. that like
Nothing
it
so.
worked while I was doing the pre-writing, and
Okay. And
it's
maybe you're
just
just over that stuff.
yeah, it's just distracting when I'm actually doing the writing. And it's like,
Oh,
oh.
I really, when I'm writing, I really can't listen to anything with words in it. It's just, I can't. It doesn't
See,
work for me.
yeah, words don't affect me that
Yeah, yeah.
much.
Really?
Yeah, the words, like, it just kind of becomes background for me, and it's more like the oomph of it. I you know what I should try, because I haven't tried it yet, some game soundtracks by Nobuo Uematsu. That would probably, he did the music for like the Final Fantasy games, amongst
Oh,
others.
well, that sounds appropriate.
Especially like the Distant Worlds albums, where it's actually him with an orchestra performing that music, so it's like full orchestral. That might actually help. I might try that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've actually been looking for some non-copyrighted music for the streams, because I really like how Austin has that lo-fi in the background. Like, I really
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
I really like that during the stream, and I've been looking.
Yes.
I haven't found one that I really like, though, and I don't want to use the same one that she's doing, because while I am kind of copying her, I don't want to copy her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I like
completely.
the idea of it, but I don't want to use the exact same one that she's using.
Maybe we can find something. Okay, on your channel.
Huh.
131? Man.
That's cool. My writing playlists generally get like obnoxious. Like the one series playlist that I have, I think's up to over 1,000 tracks on it. Because every time I hear a song that I'm like, that would be good, I just throw it on the playlist, because I shuffle it when I go to play it. And anytime a song stops being helpful, it immediately gets removed.
That's understandable.
But the other thing that's really been helping, Bonnie, I don't know if this helps you at all, but like a lot of like old gothy music has been helping a lot. I've been listening to a lot of Echo and the Bunnymen lately. That's kind of been helping.
Cool.
It's at least in the ballpark of what I'm needing. It's not entirely there.
Okay.
It's close. But I didn't realize how many songs by Echo and the Bunnymen I liked until this project. That I was like, wow, I like a lot of their music.
I'm trying to decide what to do with a bit of watercolor paper. Might fiddle with that on the next timer. Oh.
See, I kind of feel like I'm that kid from The Incredibles, and I just wanted to go, I don't know, something amazing. So how sprint heavy did you want to be today?
Well, I can be really sprint heavy and just put that right back on.
I'm up for anything. Like I said, my brain is broken, but luckily it's all game mechanics that I have to figure out today, so it's basically math with words. So I am just basically writing word problems for future game sessions right now, because game development's fun. But
Well,
I know
why
you
don't
said you
I?
didn't get much today, and I
I didn't. I
haven't
didn't.
either.
I haven't done much creatively. A little bit, but not a whole lot. And I was just getting into some, looking at what kind of washi tape I have for multiple projects. Let's just say.
See, I wish I had all that kind of stuff. Like I have desires of having like crafty, artsy supplies in my house, but I never buy them, so they're not going to spontaneously generate. And I don't like. There's apparently a part of my brain that's just like, I want to do something artsy. Oh, I don't have the stuff. Well, I guess I can't. Like, it's just become a handy excuse to not have to do things. It's just,
Sure. Sure.
well, I guess I need to remember to buy them, and then I never remember to buy them.
Yeah. For a little while there, I was getting a little distracted from other things with getting, oh, it's only $1. Oh, it's only like $2. Piles of stuff later, right?
Yeah, it would be handy if I ever like left the house. Like,
yeah.
Literally, this was the first time I left the house since like lockdown started.
But yeah, no, since actually I haven't bought any, I don't think I've bought any, I haven't bought any art supplies since like November of last year or something, because or something like that. But sometime last fall, I said, I'm not buying any supplies for like a year. And luckily, I've pretty much kept to that. Because I had to. You use what you have. You use what you have, or don't.
To do that, I need to get some more papers, because I've got a bunch of colored pencils back there, but I don't have anything to use them on.
Oh. We could mail you some paper, yeah.
Yeah, I need to get something.
Lord knows, I have lots of paper. Yeah, internet was being weird to me earlier today, but then we figured out why. Yeah, I have so many pencils. One reason is that I got some for my birthday.
Same.
But they're really cool metallic pencils.
Yeah, that was the sad thing, is like most of the art supplies that I have were because people got them for me for my birthday, but I don't have anything to use them on. It was like last year, and I just being the dum-dum that I am. Oh, those are really pretty.
Yeah, there's a variety of colors. There's like a nice purple, couple greens, like a silver, like a bronze, a gold. But they're all metallic. There's like a couple reds and a brown. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
I don't know if I mentioned it on the stream or not. If I'm checking my phone a lot, it's because my dad has started texting me, and I don't want to turn him into the boy who cried wolf. And so I never know if it's an important thing that I need to know or if he just found a really cool meme that he wanted to just send to me. So every time I look down and see, oh, dad texted. Okay, just a meme. All right. So I apologize, but
that's right.
I don't want to get out of the habit of checking in case it is something important,
Sure. That's understandable.
But
like you were saying earlier.
Yeah. I just, feel like I should explain to people why I'm occasionally like, because he's apparently on Facebook right now, and he doesn't use the share thing on Facebook. He just texts me the picture that he thought was funny.
Yeah. I used to do that. Yeah, she figured out. Once she figured out how to do it, I was like, okay, I'm getting fewer texts.
So I just wanted to explain what's going on over here.
I was just looking at your new comment, CB. Glad you're back. And I noticed that you have a new avatar.
Yep, it's Pepper and Tony and the giant stuffed bunny.
And the giant stuffed bunny. That's pretty cool. It's hard to see the other figure on the bottom because it's covered up by the
the YouTube logo over top of it.
YouTube logo. So no biggie. Very cool though. Very, very cool. Hey, why don't I go ahead and put the timer back on?
I'm sorry, I'm not good company tonight. My brain is just frizzled.
I think mine is too. I think mine is too.
Tell me about it. Every nano. See, this is what I kept warning people about. I was like, because they're like, you're getting such good numbers. Because like every month up until this month, I've been doing like, 80, 100,000 word months. It's nano. How am I supposed to write 50K? Like my brain has shut down. It does not want to write. Yeah. Every November. So what are you thinking?
Do you mean every nano? Do you mean your that, or do you also, or might you mean your internet gets funky this time of year? Oh, you're changing your provider. I wonder if we need to.
Yeah, we don't have that luxury around here. They have a city-granted monopoly.
Oh.
So we only have the one.
Well,
so what are you thinking? 2025 or?
Yeah, I'm thinking 20.
I got spoiled on the Nerdy Book Nerds channel the other day because she was like, I don't know, what do you think? 30, 40? And I'm just like, yes, this is my spirit animal.
I've done 30 before.
Yeah, people sometimes 25 is generally the longest I go for at a sprint. My Millwordy launch stream, I did a 45 and people freaked out. It was basically they did 20 minutes of sprinting and then 25 minutes of chatting, and the chat was like, I just had to give up. Like I was just like, I'm just gonna scroll to the end. Y'all talked like while I was doing stuff. Because I mean, it was so many messages. Like that was okay. I get it. That was too long. I'm sorry. But every now and then you got to throw Devin a bone. But yeah, 2025. That sounds good for me.
Let's see here. Let's do 20. And then if we feel like doing 25 next time, that would work too.
Yeah, I wonder how close we actually live to each other, LR, because I know you're north of me, but I'm also in a small Missouri town. And yeah, the internet is terrible around here. It is absolutely terrible. Yeah, we did have two for a very brief period of time, and they sued the other one out of existence.
I love your lines, CB. Yeah, you only have one option. Huh. Interesting.
Okay, so you're like kitty corner from me, because I'm about 3 hours south of St. Louis. So we're like kitty corner. I would
love to move to the UK.
Same.
If I ever retire, or
hello, Nikki.
And then I probably hello.
Oh.
So everybody, Do we want to sprint?
Yep, 2025, somewhere in there sounds really good.
Okay.
Maybe I'll
I'm going to
actually
go
get
ahead. What's that?
maybe I'll get several of the tiers done because each class has 6 tiers and I need to get all 6 done. I just want to finish one of these classes today. If I can finish one, I'll feel accomplished. Well, I'm not asking for a lot. I just want to finish one of these today. That shouldn't be too much to ask.
I don't think so.
It
So
feels like a Herculean task. It really feels.
I understand. Hey, Charlie, do you want to do that again? Do you want to give me a countdown?
Sure.
Okay.
So, please make sure that you're saving your documents. The internet is being all kinds of weird and wonky. So make sure that you are saving your documents, you're backing them up. Make sure you have a beverage of some sort. Water is encouraged. We writers have a good tendency of dehydrating ourselves. If you've not gotten up and moved around for a while, get up and move around because that's healthy. I often like to get up and do a quick lap around the living room when I start a sprint, just so I'm not sitting here steady all the time. All right, let's get this one started. We can get all the words. Let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. How did everybody do? What did everybody do? I did a few things. Got up, walked around, did a mom thing, and got some more water, and got some crafty ephemera out that I was working on. How did you do, Charlie?
I figured out what the tier 2 ability is going to be for this class and started writing it up. This is taking so much longer than I wanted it to, but I'm very distractible tonight. So, yeah,
Yeah, I did some other stuff too.
because I'm trying to keep them themed, and that's the other issue that I'm having right now is trying to keep everything focused and themed and within the realm of what's supposed to be happening in story and in world and whatnot, because that's really the hardest part about the world building here is I'm not just building for this one story that I'm writing, which I try not to do that anyway, but because I'm making a playable game to make sure that the powers make sense for any situation that the character a character in this class could be in. So yeah, it's oddly taking a lot more brain power than I wanted it to, especially because I had like a clear vision of, okay, so they'll be able to do this at tier 1 and this at tier 2 and this at 3 and this at 4. Like I have a clear like vision of where I want it to be. It's just when it comes to like, and what are the mechanics of that? How does that work within the rules? Uh, that's difficult. It's a lot trickier than I wanted it to be.
Mm.
But
Let's see. I have lots and lots of comments here.
oh wow, there were a lot of comments. Oh my goodness, it keeps going. Oh.
Shampoo is back just in time for a sprint. And the poll 24K. CB was talking about music. Yes, I agree. It's at least a bit toxic. Handel's Messiah.
I love Handel's Messiah.
I did that. I did that myself a long time ago.
I don't know how much of it's
Yes, it
true
is a
because you know how writers are, but he claims that all of the Messiah, all of the music came to him in like a fit of inspiration, and he just wrote it down. Right, we writers are very good at creating mythos around how our ideas come to us, but for quite a few songs in the Messiah, you kind of somebody was whispering sweet somethings into his ear because those are beautiful songs. Those are beautiful songs.
Very, very beautiful. For sure. Oh, that's the truth. It can be extremely difficult when you're talking about choral music.
Oh.
I mean, the Messiah was exceedingly challenging. I just remember that, so many jumps, so many note jumps, and it was a lot of.
It does do what it is intended to do. I mean, it really inspires that awe. Like it really, like I don't know. it hits you in the feels in all the right ways, and that's what you want something like that
Yes.
to do. And
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of that is just the artistry of being able to actually perform it, because it's amazing. Though for some reason I have Dies Irae from Mozart's Requiem stuck in my head now, which is a completely. And now
Uh-oh.
for something
No,
completely
no.
different.
No. Oh no.
my, my brain just
Oh
yeah
no.
my brain just went the complete opposite
Apparently I
way.
sang that too. I also sang the oh gosh, what's it called from the that they used so much for what horror movie was it used for? Oh um
The
the one
the
with the
Omen?
child.
Yeah, the Omen.
I can't think of it. Oh yeah, that's it, The Omen. And it had whose was that? It might have been a Mozart thing. I forget
I think it was
right
Mozart.
offhand, but I sang that in the same chorus, and it was amazing. And I had chills all down my spine when I was singing it. It was really really cool. What is that? The same chord. Oh, I remember when I sang that. It was for a Halloween concert. And we also did Phantom and stuff like that too. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
The first real date the hubby and I went on was to see the Phantom at the Kennedy Center.
Oh my god.
It was amazing. And I know everybody likes to have like seats close to everything, but we were up in the balcony and it was amazing because I don't even know where they had the chandelier hidden, but at that part at the middle right before the intermission when the chandelier comes crashing down on the stage, it literally went like right over our heads and that big gust of wind. Like, it was amazing.
Oh my gosh.
And then we went out on intermission. At the intermission, we went out onto there's a kind of, I don't know what's called, a balcony thing at the back of the Kennedy Center overlooking the Potomac River. And they were having thunderstorms on the Virginia side of the river. But on our side, it was just kind of breezy.
Okay.
And so we're there on intermission at the Phantom of the Opera. The Phantom has just cut the cords and the chandelier has shattered. There's thunder and lightning and all manner of storming just over on the other side of the river. And it was such a perfect mood. It was just, it was wonderful. Could not have asked for better.
How perfect is that?
It was everything that you want in something like that.
Oh my gosh. So hopefully you won't give yourself arthritis doing handwriting, but I hope you can. I saw your comment about Stephanie about possibly doing speech to text in your notes on your phone, so that would hopefully that'll be a little bit more comfortable.
I don't know if it's free. I don't know if it's free or not, and I don't know what kind of phone you have, but if you can download, it's called Just Record. I don't remember. I got it so long ago. I don't remember if it was a free app or if I paid for it. But the icon is that. I can do this. There it is. Is that red square? That red circle there? I'm bad at this. That one right there.
Okay.
That one right there. They do free voice transcription.
Yeah.
The app does free voice transcription. So you just record what you're doing, and when you're done recording, it will transcribe it, and you can listen back, and it will show you in the text where you are. So I don't remember. I know the transcription is free.
What's that called?
It's called Just Record. I don't know. Just press record. I don't know if the app itself is free, but I know that once you have it, the transcription is free. Because it basically tricks your phone into using its built-in dictation on the file. So and it does a pretty good job with dictation, at least the few times I've used it. But
okay. Characters powers. Oh, okay.
and I have to say that if it isn't free, it can't be too expensive because I don't spend a lot of money on apps. So I figure if it's an app on my phone, it was probably free or like at most $1 or $2, at least when I got it, because I don't spend money on apps that much.
Yeah, I don't either. Rosie got 328 words. Something's wrong with me. Okay, I'm going to see what that was. Stephanie's asking, does it work better than the voice to text with Google Docs?
I think it works really well. I started using it just to capture audio, like when I'd be out and about or something. And it was just a feature that they added into it. And I noticed one day when I went to grab my sound files out of it that it had a thing that said "see transcription," and I went, "What?" And I clicked it, and it was a really good transcription of what I had said. Because I've thought about feeding my podcast through it so that I would have an actual full transcript of the text of what I said. It worked, at least for me, it worked really well.
So it's called the name probably Just Press Record.
Press Record.
Cool.
Yeah, Just Press Record. I was triple checking. I don't know what all platforms it's available for. And like I said, I don't remember if it costs money or not. I'm sorry. I wish I did, but I find it. I have used it for transcription on a couple occasions when I couldn't get to my laptop or I just didn't feel like pulling my laptop out because,
That's excuse me. That's understandable.
There
I'm having an issue.
There are times when you just don't want to pull your laptop out, but you want to get something really quick. And I know myself if I'm not
going to
but I also like using the Notes app on my phone. But but the other nice thing about it is, like I said, it uses the built-in. It does everything locally. And if your problem is that you're having issues with connecting to Google for Google Docs and stuff, it might not. It might work better just because it's not going to eat up as much of your bandwidth. Just thought about that because you said you're having some bandwidth issues.
Right. Well, do we want another sprint now and just see how many we can cram in?
I'm down. Like I said, I really want to finish this, and I keep having like things crop up. Like during the last sprint, like I spent a large part of it trying to figure out what the loud noise the cat made in the kitchen was. I still don't know. I have no idea. Nothing's out of place. So, but she managed to make a really loud noise in there. It sounded like I was expecting to see like all the dishes out of one of the cabinets or something. Like it was that loud. But everything looks fine. So,
Ooh, helpers. Helpers are great in a story. Well, I'm just going to build on our theme and go for 25 now.
Nice.
Let's do that. Hang on 1 second.
And hopefully I will be able to stay focused. I will stay focused. I will be able to maintain focus for 25 minutes. I can do this. I can do this. You can do it too. Let's do it together.
Yeah. Okay. Where are we? Oh, CB in her line. 785 words. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, Mr. Stark has a very bad migraine and can't see properly. So the viewing for today has had to be postponed. We convene later today. I didn't remember he has migraines. Or is that part of your fanfic? It's very interesting. Okay. Just wanted to put a shout out to CB with her 785 words.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's amazing. Sorry, my cats are making noises all around me, and I am that dog from Up, and I'm just like, huh? Huh? Ooh.
Yeah, that was kind of me earlier when my family was eating dinner. That's definitely me with my kid. But anyway, let's do this.
Let's do
Hey
it.
Charlie, I've so enjoyed your little I don't know, what would you call it? Countdown
My
intro thing?
countdowns. Well, I have to say, I have lit candles for us during one of the sprints because I think we need all of the blessings that we can get.
Oh, I
We
like
need to
that.
just let our creativity flow because creativity is the secret weapon against negativity, against depression, and against all the anxieties and bad things that come up against us. So, as long as we can keep our creative spirits alive, we can get through anything and everything. So, let's get ourselves focused. Remember, if you're having a hard time writing, a lot of times it's because you're holding your ideas too tight. So just relax, open your mind, be a little bit more spacious, and give them space to come in and to flow. Let's get started with this sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. We are done. How did everybody do? What did everybody do? Excuse me. I looked at um, my nonfiction project for a little bit. I also went through some supplies that I have and wanted to look at some cardstock I had cut down recently, and I also pulled out a few bookmarks that I'm working on and stamped one. I stamped that out.
That's really cool.
I put on cards before, and somebody commented that they thought it would make a great bookmark, and I agreed, and I'm putting something together.
I love owls.
There's just such a thing about owls.
Owls are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So I finished writing up tier 2 and started work on tier 3, and then got completely lost in what I was doing, trying to figure out exactly how. I should have known that this would be trickier than I wanted it to be to do the game mechanics, but I didn't expect it to be this tricksy. But at least I have an idea of how I want to do things. So I should be able to get tier 3 knocked out in the next sprint. I wanted to do it in this one, but I'm trying to think balanced. And yeah. Game mechanics are hard. Each one of these should count as like 6 times the words towards my word count.
If you're still here, good night, CB. And here we go. Bonnie got 331, but she stopped 10 minutes early.
That's really good. Because that means in 15 minutes you got 331 words. That's that's good. That's really good.
Yes, it is. After testing a bunch of voice to text apps, I realized I could use LibreOffice to type, and then later on I could.
I didn't even think about that one. I forget about that one.
Okay.
But yeah, LibreOffice is available for most things. It works.
A word for that, Bonnie?
What is the word for when someone licks their fingers and puts up? Oh, there is a word for that.
Huh.
It's not to snuff it out, unless that's the word you're looking for, because you can snuff out a candle that way. But
Don't know. I don't know.
I used to have a really good reverse thesaurus, and I lost it. Appeared in the third Great Pilfering.
242 dinner except I don't know. Well, that's stumped me.
You can extinguish, you can snuff, you can... Oh, this is driving me crazy. is where I get into trouble in my own stream because I disappear into a window where I'm looking up words. Smother, suffocate, choke.
Choke.
Stifle. Stifle works in that.
Stifle.
Douse. Douse works because you're licking, because that's putting out a fire with a liquid.
With liquid.
So douse?
Douse? I don't know. But then that just makes me think douse with water, which means, to me, it means like pouring water over like a fire or something. That's what that makes me think of.
I would think, unless you can find the other words, either snuff out or quench.
Quench.
I've heard both of those in that context.
Douse would be better in your scene. Interesting.
Because you'd have to be careful how you state it grammatically so that you're, again, not making people think that they're like spitting it out or pouring it
right
or something.
Yeah.
Douse does technically work in that
getting
sentence.
Highlighted, and I'm moving on enough of this.
I have learned, especially if it's getting grammar highlighted, most of the time they've set it to make you have to recheck, not that it's necessarily wrong, unless you're using something like a Grammarly or a pro writing aid like I do. But like most built-in grammar checkers are just doing a whole, are you sure this is right? Like, you know that your built-in grammar checker is working if every time you type it turns green. Like, it immediately gets underlined. Because that's a word that you should always check and make sure you use the right one. Because so many people use the wrong one, and it drives me crazy.
Oh my God.
I've seen that in published books where they used the wrong one. And I'm like, you had a team of editors. This was published through the big fives. You have no excuses.
Oh my God. There's no excuse for that. That's amazing.
I've seen some really egregious spelling and grammar mistakes make it through from big five publishers.
I've seen it.
And you just think to yourself,
just
how?
Makes me cringe so bad.
They actually employ teams of editors to make sure this does not happen. Like, because that's their claim to fame is like, read our stuff. It's not full of crap, you know? And it's just like, yeah, but it is.
Bonnie, I should probably turn mine off when I'm actually writing my first draft. That way I might not get distracted by that.
I almost always turn the grammar checker off. I leave the spell checker on just because it depends. If I'm doing dictation, I leave both on because if dictation misunderstands you, the grammar checker will be like, this is not a sentence. And it will draw your attention to it immediately so you can fix it and not come back like 5 minutes later when you forgot what that sentence was supposed to be and go, there's no Granny Doodah in this book. I don't know where Granny Doodah came from, but and yes, actual thing that got inserted into one of my texts. Apparently Granny Doodah with the corn cob in the kitchen or something like that. I was like, I didn't know we were playing like Hillbilly Clue. And it really upset me because I could not remember what the original sentence was. And so I had to basically rewrite something that fit in there that apparently originally was a sentence that turned into many more because I had to bridge what was actually in text.
So let's see.
Bonnie, if you're working on a Mac, I don't know for Windows, you can turn off the autocomplete because that's part of autocomplete. It's the autocorrect feature that automatically changes when you're typing. I leave it on because once you start, if you're using a Mac, once you get used to it, you can actually type like the first two letters of words and hit spacebar and it will fill the rest of the word in for you. and it can really increase your typing speed. But that's on a Mac, and I can't remember what kind of a computer you have.
I like that sort of that type of feature that's in Gmail. It's great.
Yeah.
Fill in things, makes things go a lot faster. Yeah. I thought you were on Mac too.
But yeah, you can turn it off. It's called autocorrect. And if you're using Scrivener, the easiest place to do that is actually in the Scrivener preferences, because Scrivener has its own autocorrect, which is really handy to use. So if there's a phrase that you have to type a lot, like some of the magical orders in my fantasy worlds, because it's multiple words, I'll just create an acronym that I will never use for anything else, and then just type that, and it autocorrects it to the actual phrase. So anytime I actually have to type it in, I can just type like 3 letters instead of an entire phrase. But there's some handy tricks that you can learn to cheat with that.
Excuse me. Having tricks is nice. Having those little tricks. Anything helps.
Figuring out as many of those as you can. And unfortunately, there's a bit of software that I used to use that let you have multiple clipboards. So if there was text that you needed to use a lot, like I used to use it for character names, you'd just hold Control V, and then you could hit and you could assign each clipboard to another key. So I would have it set to another key on my left hand, and I could just hit Control V and a letter, and it would just automatically put in the characters' names. And I loved it. And that software doesn't exist anymore. And if anybody wants to write it, because I don't feel like trying to figure out how to make that work, I'll buy it from you again, because I used to have that and I loved it. It saves so much time typing when you can just hit like 3 characters and put in your character's name each time. Just bap, 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 bap.
Yeah.
It was very handy.
So let's see, it's almost 9. I've lost count of how many sprints we've done. 4 or 5.
It's been quite a few.
Yeah, it's been quite a few.
I wish I could say I could just count how much of this thing I've gotten done and be like, we've done that many, but
So the question is, do you want to do anything more? It's almost 9.
It depends on how you're feeling. I know you said you were a little tired, and with my like distracted catness that I that I have today, I mean, if you just wanted to call it, we could do that. If you want to press on.
I'm getting attracted to visual projects and not working on this other writing project.
If it would be better for you,
I'm just too tired.
Like I said, if it'd be better for you to go offline, that's fine. Just saying, it's Nano month, which means there's probably like 5 million people streaming right now. Because it's Nano, and that's what happens. Yeah, Sid's streaming right now. Holy crap. Okay, so Sid is streaming right now, and Tesla's streaming right now, and Little Forest Tomes is streaming right now, and I don't know. I don't know what James Somerton's doing, but sometimes he does sprints, but usually not. Probably just complaining about books. So that's what he does most of the time. Oh, and you're streaming right now. Surprise, surprise. and I can't remember what time because I'm a very bad person right now, but Meadow is streaming, I think, I want to say at 10 Eastern tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Which
Okay.
I am not going to probably be on that.
And I probably should watch it and make sure I don't go over my because I think I'm back on free StreamYard again. So I gotta watch my hours.
Yeah, hourly.
Or coming up real soon anyway. It's coming.
And
so
I was
maybe
just
go ahead and wrap it up just because.
Yeah, I was just looking real quick to see if I saw anybody else streaming right now.
Mm.
And who knows what's going to happen at the turn of the hour? Because we just went over to 9 o'clock Eastern, so
Oh, yeah.
if I refresh, there's probably more names now. And
Yeah. I would like to. I would like to write, but I think I might be too tired. But I'm also kind of not. I'm feeling a little off the last couple of days. I have a little something in the back of my throat.
You're all right. I didn't feel well the last couple days either, but I think I ate something that just didn't agree with me. But
I think I'm. No, I don't know. A cold, probably. So I haven't really been going many places or anything.
So did you want to go to outros or?
So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's do outros. Would you like to go first, Charlie?
Sure. Hello, everyone. My name is Charlie Dorset. I do streams and stuff on my channel every Wednesday and Friday. There's probably not going to be a video for me this week because I didn't feel good on the day I usually record videos, and given everything going on, I don't know if I'm going to be making. I might try to make one for Thursday, but I don't know. But you can always come stream with me there. In December, I'm going to be doing a live stream with Natalie Locke on how to build your author platform, and we're going to be kind of one of the things we're focusing on is how to read your YouTube analytics to actually know what it means and see how you're actually doing over time. So if you have any questions, please send them in to either me or to Natalie, and you can find links to all my stuff over on my YouTube channel. And that way we can guarantee that we have answers for you, because I know a lot of answers already. But if you have a very specific question that we don't know an answer to, this will give us time to look it up and have an answer for you by the time we stream. We will be taking questions on the stream itself, but this is the easiest way to make sure that we can answer your questions, because I have some tips and tricks that I really want to show you all to really help you understand how you're doing on YouTube and just with analytics in general. So, and I do podcasts and stuff. You can find my stuff over at projectshadow.com.
And I am Heather Dewey Pettit, and let's see, I stream Tuesday and Thursday nights from approximately 7 till 9. And let's see. I guess my Nano is going to be my Nano project is basically my book, and I think I'll be working on that later. And also, okay. So, like I said earlier, I have started a few new big projects, including an Etsy shop, and that's Heather Dewey Pettit. I'm everywhere at Heather Dewey Pettit. And I also recently started a podcast because I'm crazy like that, as they say.
Podcasting is fun and addictive.
So yeah, I think I'll be doing that every other week. So because my first one went live a week ago, it was last Thursday. So not this coming, but the following. So I'm working on all the content for that too. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of. The podcast is called My Creative Life. And it just kind of covers everything going on with me. Alrighty then, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much everybody for coming. Thank you so much Charlie for coming and spending time with me here.
It was fun.
So great. Alrighty then. And also thank you to anybody watching the replay, by the way. And okay, well, have a great night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.